Diller-Odell Coach's Corner, a service of the State Bank of Odell and the Vance Gertis Funeral Homes.
The State Bank of Odell, proud supporters of Diller-Odell activities, wishes all teams, clubs, and groups good luck this year. For all your banking needs, including internet and mobile banking, stop in or give them a call, 402-766-3720, or online at statebankofodell.com. That's the State Bank of Odell, member FDIC.
Trust the Vance Gertis Funeral Home in Odell during your family's time of grief. Their unmatched experience will serve you well when you have other matters in mind. Vance Gertis offers more than the expected services and will assist and comfort you and your family in trying times. Vance Gertis Funeral Home, serving Southeast Nebraska in Odell.
Joined now by John Mohr, head coach of the Diller Lady Griffins. Heading into your conference tournament this week, how's everyone's health looking wise?
Well, we do have one of our starters from earlier in the year out with the concussion, and she has been out for about 3 weeks now. So we're anxious to get her back, and she's on her last stages of the concussion protocol. And as you know, it takes a while sometimes for different individuals. So we're hoping to get her back, at least, getting through the progressions this week, and not saying she's going to play this week, but at least get back and maybe practice a little bit or whatever. But we'll see how that goes. But other than that, we should be healthy.
Well, good deal. And obviously, looking out for health's the most important part, and get them ready when they are ready. Now,
That's right.
You had a little tournament experience last week. Here on the record, you said 8-7. A few losses, dropped the game Friday night to Superior. But how do you feel that you are playing with the confidence heading into the tournament?
Well, we're okay. We had won a couple games before that against teams we probably should have won, and we won comfortably. But Superior's a really good team. They've only had 2 losses on the year, and we stayed with them. We had a couple of chances in the third quarter to either tie them or take the lead, and we just didn't score very well against them the other night, as we only scored 32 points. But again, we were actually missing 2 starters that night. But we feel confident. We played Tri-County earlier in the year, and that's who we played tonight in the first round of the tournament. And they were tough, Tri-County was, and so it's not going to be an easy game. And if we would win tonight, we'd have to play tomorrow night right away. So it could be a long week. We could have as many as 4 games, and that would be great. That means we're advancing through the tournament, or we could, go one in barbecue, I suppose. But we feel good about our chances.
And I guess with that, like Medeca's tournament a couple weeks ago, and I've seen, Nebraska plays a lot of games the end of December, first part of January. So how has that kind of quickened schedule and, back-to-back games, how has that hopefully prepared you for, like you said, maybe playing, 4 games in 5 days or so?
Right. It is what it is, and like I said, or you said too, we've gone through that before. So we did have a little bit of lull in our action, as we only had 1 game last week, and then the week before we only had 1 game because there was a game we had to cancel because the other team had too many sick girls, and so we really haven't played a lot of games in the last 2 weeks, just 2 of them, and so this will be a little bit of a change. But as the girls say, they'd rather play games than practice, and so maybe that'll motivate them.
Players love to play, that is for sure. And you hit on it a little bit before. Your first opponent is going to be Tri-County. You got that win earlier in the year, like you mentioned. What are you going to have to do in order to come out with another victory this afternoon?
Well, we're just going to have to play solid defense. Tri-County plays a lot of girls, and so they have a lot of weapons, and we just got to be on our toes, not get into foul trouble. We did that when we played them the first time, and they shot a lot of free throws, and even the other night against Superior, we got in some foul trouble. So we got to be a little bit more disciplined on defense, where we're not reaching and bumping and stuff like that, which gets us in trouble at times. And then we just got to execute our offense, running through things and hitting shots when they present themselves. And so just, basic basketball. But I think staying out of foul trouble will be a big key for tonight's game.
Health and foul trouble always when tournament time starts. That's always the concern, and it's going to come fast-paced, but I know you'll have your girls ready. Once again, Coach, that's all I got for you. Again, by John Mohr, head coach of the Diller-Odell girls. Appreciate your time as always, John, and look forward to talking to you again.
All right. Thank you, Max, for covering us.
Diller-Odell Coach's Corner, a service of the State Bank of Odell and the Vance Curtis Funeral Homes.